With part of the huge crowd beginning to assemble for the 1987 Banger Championship of the World. Once upon a time, perhaps this was what you might call the Tuppenny Halfpenny meeting, but these days very, very much big business. The crowds have been queuing since 4, and here we are with 40 minutes still to go before the off. They're still queuing for one of the biggest nights of the year, the 1987 Banger Championship of the World at Wimbledon Stadium. Right, the East Anglians, of course, have never won the Banger World Final, but there's many, many people here who think that this could be the year for Simon Reid. Simon, what's the chances?
My chances? I don't know, really. I've got as much chance as anybody else, so we'll have a good old go anyway. Do our best. I think it's only 4 or 5 hours, isn't it? 5, is it?
Yeah.
So
what's the secret, really, of the Southerners' success, do you think?
I don't know, I wish I knew. Oh, I wouldn't be on the grass all the time then, would I?
If it's not to be you, who's it going to be, in all seriousness, do you reckon?
I don't know.
Wilco?
Could be. I don't know. Could be, I think. Trevor, Bill, one of them. But definitely Speedway. It's got to come back to one of us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely.
And the car you've got, what you got?
Okay.
And who supplied that?
Dave Taylor. Got a Dave Taylor. Nice.
So a bit of a hot roddy car?
Well, it will be tonight, yeah.
All right, we wish you well anyway. Certainly no lack of support. Simon Reid, good luck.
Thanks, Jim.
Right, this is getting something of a habit. Last week with the stock saloon car, before he set about Mr. Maxwell, who are we setting about this week?
Anyone that gets in the way.
Are you seriously reckon you're in with a chance of this one?
You never know, do you? We'll just go out there for the laugh, that's my main thing on this.
If you should win it, and some think you might, will you sort of become a full-time Banger driver as well as stock car?
No, I want to concentrate more on hot rods next year than anything else anyway. If I did win it, I would make more effort in my Bangers, just to be fair on the Banger drivers.
So it could just be a bit of a wrecking spree tonight?
Yeah, as long as I've beaten East Anglia to death and upset you, it'll be all right.
Simon's going to win it, he's just told us so.
Yeah, he'll win the flower bed then.
And of course, we can't leave this quite without next week. Conrad Self coming up here with the stock car. What's going to happen to him?
Same as normal, I expect he won't finish.
But you're going to finish tonight, aren't you?
Yeah, I hope so.
Seriously though, if you don't, and if it's not to be an East Anglian, which would be a bit of a surprise, who would your money be on?
Wilco.
Just like that?
Yeah, definitely. His car's right. He's keen to win it. I think it'll be him. I'll give him a hand if I have to.
Right, so he says. Well, a hand from Dean Wood is certainly worth a bird in the bush, or words to that effect. Anyway, Dean Wood then, stock car, hot rod, Banger star, and everything else just about. One of the contestants for this year's Banger World, and possibly one of the favourites. Good luck, mate.
All right, cheers, Jim.
Tough. Right, with us then the gentleman who won the Banger World title, what, 2 years ago?
Oh, I think it's a bit longer than that. I think it's 3 years ago at least, I think.
And then when you disappeared a little bit for a while.
First half of this year, yeah.
What, problems or lost interest or what?
Saving up for some more overs.
And how do you rate your chances this year?
I think I've got the edge on Poulter.
Well, yes, that's an answer. What's it like though? I mean, you're the only one, as I recall, who's ever won the World Championship who's actually in the race tonight.
Would be nice to win it again then, wouldn't it? Yeah. As long
I
as
mean,
we have a good crash along the way.
What's it like though to win it? I mean, does it compare with winning, say, the National Hot Rod Championship?
No comparison at all. No comparison at all. One thing winning it, then you've got to wear it for a year.
Yeah.
But I think we could take it on again if it come our way.
Because you get to be a bit of a marked man, don't you?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Anyway, we wish you well.
That's all.
Good, well done. OK, Sean Lydiard, Mr Bump then, the champion from 3 years ago, and who knows, perhaps the champion in 1987. Good luck. A gentleman very quietly tucked away in the corner of the pits, but certainly reckoned by me to be one of the potential dangers. Driver by the name of Kevin Stack, 3 times the runner-up in the Brisker Formula 2 World Championship, National Hot Rod star, and of course the banger champion of Devon. So how's the chances tonight, Kevin?
Usual, about 50 to 1, I would think.
Yeah, but your friend Paul Shepherd said that when we stood here a little while back, and of course he went and did it.
Well, let's hope I can do the same. I should certainly be trying anyway.
What do you know about the Speedworth cars? Have you ever seen any of the Speedworth racing?
Having a look at them, there's a lot of big cars, way the Jags and that. We've got this trusty old Triumph, we'll just see how it goes.
What are you going, if you pardon the expression, is it going to be a hot rod job, or are you just going out for fun?
We'll have a go and see what we can do, like. But it gets a bit rough out here, which is what Bangers is all about, so I can take it as long as they can.
Knowing not a great deal about the opposition, but if you're involved in Bangers, you've heard the odd name or two. If it's not to be you, any tips?
No, I just hope it's me.
Right, well, there's a confident man then. Kevin Stack, we wish you well. Certainly the biggest car in the race tonight, one from the Bournemouth part of the world, one of Johnny Coupland's Ringwood cars, number 291. By golly, if that hits you, I should think you'll certainly stay hit. Quite sure. Then another one whose name is getting mentioned quite a bit as a possible winner, despite the name of Wild Bill. He's not a bad bloke at all. Wild Bill Aldred, what's the chances, Bill?
Not very good at the moment, because I still haven't got the engine running. We get the engine running, we've got a little bit more of a chance. But no more chance than anybody else has got anyway, Jim.
What's the problem with the engine?
It's wet, soaking wet. We put the engine in last night, left the bonnet off, and it rained somewhat.
Yeah. But you hopeful?
Oh yeah, we've got to go in with a chance. You don't go out there thinking you've got a chance, no point going out there at all.
No. But if you're not going to win it, I expect you'll take a few with you, will you?
Oh, if I'm not going to win it, there's going to be a few non-Southerners going flying through the air. Don't worry about that.
What do you mean?
Oh, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. That's unless we're in a French post, by the way. If we're in a French post, I'll have to concede, I think.
Who do you think might win it if you don't?
Hard to say.
Trevor?
I hate to admit it, but I think Mr. Scoils could well be in with a chance.
You think so?
Yeah, I do, as it happens. The only trouble is it's very slippery down here, and I don't think he's used to slippery, racing at Ipswich and posh tracks like that. But you never know. Having said that, it's pouring with rain, so it could be down to a low-powered car.
Yeah.
So you never really know. It could be down to anybody. It's open, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
See how it goes.
But you'll take a few prisoners.
Oh, we'll have a try. We'll have a try.
I'm sure you will. Anyway, good luck, Bill.
RSJ's all round the front of it for nothing.
Cheers, mate. Bye-bye. But if you can have a favourite in banger racing, this is probably the man. Does it worry you being classed as a favourite?
Well, it does a bit, yeah, because there's quite a few rumours going round. I've even heard to the extreme tonight there's a price on my head for somebody to stop me.
Really?
Yeah, straight. Whether it's right or not, I don't know. I know who's supposed to have done it, but we'll keep quiet about that.
But are they going to be able to catch you?
If they're quick, because mine is.
Yeah, you've got a rather wonderful car here. You were telling me last week you've spent ages and ages on this.
Yeah, we've had the car 6 months. We've been working on it now for about 6 weeks, and it's an export one. So she's quite a nice one. She's American spec. She's a good car. And we'll give it all it's got and see what happens.
And of course, how many seconds have you had in this before?
I've been second, I've been third, I think I've had a fourth and a fifth. I think I've been in the places nearly all the time, but I've never actually got around to winning it yet. But I want to go all out to win it tonight. Tonight is, well, shell bust tonight. So.
What about the arm? How's that? Let's have a look.
Steady plaster. Went back to the hospital Friday, only to find out that I've re-broke it. I've lined the bones up now, but I've re-broke it. So I've got to start all over again with that.
Have you?
But no, we'll still be there. I've learned to drive left-handed.
A final thought, I mean, you are the favourite, but if disaster should strike, who would you like to see win it? Let's put it that way.
As long as it comes with Speedworth, Simon Reed, Sean Lydiard, some of the local ones, Dean Woods. I'd like to see Dean get it if I couldn't. Mainly 'cause he's racing one of my cars.
Is he?
Yes, one of my X1s, he's using that. I've got quite a few people out that I'd like to win it, and, you know, sort of good luck to everybody, really. And I don't hold a grudge against anybody. Sort of whoever wins it deserves it. So we'll just keep the fingers crossed it stays with Speedworth.
Well, few would deny you deserve it, Rog. So near yet so far, we wish you well.
Yeah, I'll keep trying. It's the only one I haven't won.
Right, with us then another one of the East Anglian stars, Willie Scoils, driver number 41. Willie, would it come as something of a surprise to you? We were talking to Bill Aldred a few moments ago, and he mentioned you as a possible winner.
Really? Well, quite surprised, really. But I suppose he stands as good a chance as anybody else. Whoever wins it deserves to win it, I think. I can't really see any of the Germans winning it, but you never know.
What about the East Anglians?
Well, we've got to give it all we've got, haven't we? You know, there's 5 of us here this year, and it'd be nice if someone took it back from me to East Anglia, yeah. Would be nice.
And what do you rate your chances? Reasonable?
You got to really, otherwise that's waste time coming if you don't think you got a chance. But look, you know, you've got to be pretty confident as well. You know, nervous as well.
What about the car? Your usual Jag, pleased with it?
Yeah, I am very pleased with it. I bought a Granada up here for the London Championship and didn't get on very well, and so I thought I'd bring a Jag again. So I think we got on with him a bit better. Yeah.
You've been in the World Final before?
Last year, yeah. I was only racing Speedworth for 2 years, and 2 years so I've been lucky to qualify.
So, let's say it's perhaps not going to be your night. Who do you reckon?
Well, I put my money on one of the Southerners, really, because they seem to stick together.
Yeah.
As East Anglians, like me and Simon have each other out, and Southerners seem to stick together, so chances are it will be stay down here, you know.
Wilco?
I wouldn't like to say.
Right, well there's a man hedging his bets. Willie Scoils then, one of East Anglia's finest, we wish you best.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
We've been around the pits, we've spoken to a number of drivers, many of whom are expected to be in the first half dozen or so in this year's Banger World Final. But of course the beauty of Banger racing, it could go any way. It might go to a driver completely unexpected. It certainly wouldn't be the first time that's happened, but as you will gather, a strong feeling once again for a Southern victory. Anyway, all that's still to come during the course of the next hour or so as we bring you the best action from the 1987 Banger Championship of the World.
So race number 1 of the day gets underway. The Banger Racing cars. That's what tonight is all about at Wimbledon Stadium. These lads are in the supporting cars, the non-qualifiers, as you may say. And in the race lead then, we see cars 74 and 448. Chris and Terry Colliver. 48 from the Misfit Racing team is into third spot. On the far side, Ian Martin in 65, and one other lad goes a-missing with him. Driver number 36 then mounts the barrels away to my right as I speak, and problems and drama for car 36. On we race then. 74, car 448 in the second position. And it's Chris and Terry onto the back straight. Racing 74, 2 look-alike cars. And it's at a Granada, then there's a Cortina. The Jaguar of car 48 in third place, and on they battle. So it's Roger Deere in third position. We do in actual fact have a car racing without a silencer by the sound of things, Mr. Starter, and we may well have to deal with that accordingly. So then, on to the back straight of the course they raced. All tarmac circuit at Wimbledon Stadium certainly does prove to be much cleaner and much, much faster. So then, one of those two cars passes us by, making an extreme noise. Whichever one it is, Mr. Starter, it's a black flag for him, please, this time around. Around the raceway we come then, and car number 74 is clear and well. Driver number 448 is the lad racing with a damaged silencer. Always a difficult decision in banger racing, but with the rules so strict as they are in this day and age, we certainly have to adhere by the rules. So car number 74, Chris Colliver, is the leader, and well clear. 448 has now been involved in Schmozzle on the far side. He breaks free, and on we race. But this is the lad making his way round now. Unfortunately, has to be disqualified. 448. 448, Terry Colliver does see the flag. He knows the danger of racing without the silencing system, and he pulls the car up. So there's a good lad. We go on. We're on lap number 7. The green flag shows well. The St. John's Ambulance Brigade are required for driver number 60. On the far side, there's big problems. The video recording cameras here this evening checking on the action and recording all the action throughout the day. So then we keep our eyes on number 60, away to our right. That is the laddie that requires attention. We're on to lap number 8, and it's 74, the leader. Nicky Wickham in 71 gets a knock. 74, the leader has been taken out. So car number 48 is the leading lad now. And in actual fact, as he goes by, it's car 74 coming back so far ahead of the rest. As I check down through the lap sheet, 74, Chris Colliver, is still clear. So it's Chris Colliver onto the far side of the course, past the blockage. Chris Colliver racing the Ford Granada, making his way around the turn, coming through now. Here he is then, off the pit turn, past us now. Driver number 74, Chris Colliver, goes by. 9 laps to run, Mr. Starter. There are 5 remaining laps to be run. Car 74 then, Chris Colliver. 91, 278 was third on the previous lap. And behind him it's 48, 187 and 90. That's exactly as we run. The numbers shown purely as a guide to assist you, taken from my commentary during racing, but will be subject to confirmation at the end of the race. So then on the far side we have 1 or 2 problems, particularly with the laddie in the Jaguar tearing up the turf on the far side. Meanwhile, and as the leader makes his way round the turn, car number 74 it is, Chris Colliver. There's number 74. A long way clear. Jimmy Moyse in the Volkswagen variant machine is in second place in 91. Third, it's Roger Deere in the Jaguar, 48. So there is 48, somewhat slowed, but battling on. 187 and 71 go through, and with all that, we're back to the leader, but to go through, that's number 74. Certainly not too many runners in this one now. The far side has taken its toll. There are more problems over there. The leader scrapes his way through. Car number 74, then Chris Colliver. Nick Wickham in the 71 Rover. Where does he find these huge Rover machines? This is the leader, number 74, beginning his penultimate lap. 74 then, Chris Colliver. He's known the gold roof status in the past, but today he's in the supporting cast. And it's 74, Chris Colliver making his way round the turn. There is Chris going on his way for the very last lap of race number 1. 91 is in second place. Nicky Wickham is third in 71. So past us we all go then, with car 74 making his way around the turn now. This is our leader, and this is the race winner. 74, Chris Colliver wins race number 1 of the day. Car 74. 91 runs home second to complete his distance. The third place man being car 71. As the rest begin to go a little off course, the other lads come round, so we can ask you straight away, Mr. Starter, to show the red flag, please, to end race number 1. Red flag, Mr. Starter, please.
As part of Help the Children 1987, Speedworth International and County Sound Radio present Banger Racing at Aldershot Stadium on Saturday the 21st of November at 7 o'clock. You can see the County Sound Radio presenters team in action once again with Brewster Mouse defending his title.
And Julie to present the trophies to this man, and down there on the raceway in front of us there is one of our representatives. There we go then with a trophy for Chris Colliver. Senior, may I add, that's driver number 74. Raymond Wood, our starting marshal, puts Chris onto the control car and sends him away for the lap of honour. Come along, ladies and gentlemen, your applause, please. Chris Colliver wins race number 1. .21 on the clock. The Bangers make a move, and away we go with a 25-lap race for the championship of the world. We have one laddie almost up and over. Dean Wood is out on the grass in the Jaguar, and 3:05 goes missing in the early stages. We must ask you, Mr. Starter, to show a general black cross, please. All the marker barrels go missing round the turn, and the Bangers get underway. 128. Kevin Stack is the early leader. 128. So then, driver number 74, Tim O'Reilly, goes spinning aside. William Scoyles, the King's Lynn boy, 41, goes and takes a little excursion to the grass. Comes back in, and the Banger race gets well and truly underway. A tremendous cacophony of sound as the Bangers roar on around the Wimbledon Stadium. Driver number 6 from the Star Banger Racing Team, Phil Starr, has problems. So then, 99 from the Continent goes a missing for a moment. And there's all kinds of problems, there's all kinds of worries. Various machinery in all sorts of predicaments at the moment. And it's 291, Crofty going through in the American left-hand drive machine. One of the largest cars racing at Wimbledon for some considerable time. Ringwood, 291, comes to a halt at the far end. Out of third place he goes. So then it's 128, Kevin Stack, 229 for Speedworth. 291 was in third on the previous lap. We go to the far side on the home straight. 157 takes a heavy spin. That's Jeff Priestley. And the Banger Championship race is well and truly setting the Wimbledon Stadium alight. Car number 235, Paul Westaway, loses his way, I would say. 291 roars on. 123, Les Manning has number 8 helping him out. Driver 27 from the Continent goes a missing and around. And at this moment in time, the raceway is packed with action. Very, very early stages. Kevin Stack, 128, goes out of the leading spot. 229, Robert George takes over the lead. 175 is second. 20, Roger Wilkinson is now third. So 229 is our leader. 229, Robert George, here he is in the battered Granada, racing past us. 229, car number 20, Roger Wilkinson, goes into second position. So onto the far side of the course. One laddie jumps clear of his car. On his way he goes. But at this moment in time, it's 229, Robert George, leading the championship race. 229, driver number 20, Tonka, Roger Wilkinson, goes into second position. 291's car parks down on the bottom end and almost causes a blockage, but on his way he goes for the Crafty, the Ringwood boy. 291 battles on. At this moment in time then, 229 goes in hard. Number 20, Roger Wilkinson, goes turning around. 20 loses ground. 229 is being taken out by 41. 41, William Scoyles takes 229 round. Driver number 20, Roger Wilkinson, comes back in. So does 229. At this moment in time, the first three read of 229, number 20, and 114, Mick Davies. The Incredible Hulk is third. Fourth is Rob Lyness in number 8. Fifth is 353. And in sixth spot, 000. So that's how they show at this moment. Car number 41 now goes 6, William Scoyles. So we keep our eyes on proceedings. 000 spins aside. 25, Mark Thomas gets a big whack from 353. Well, the field is beginning to thin out. The centre green looks more like a breaker's yard than a stock car circuit. But nevertheless, at this moment in time, it's car number 20, Roger Wilkinson, for Speedworth International, into the lead. Onto the far side he goes. And there we see driver number 20 attacking the couple of tons of metal ahead of him of Crafty Crofter. Number 20 then, Roger Wilkinson breaks free, and it's car 20 on his way now. Wisbeach's Simon Reed on the speedway course on the turn in 33. And we go to the far side, and car number 20 is the leader. Roger Wilkinson makes his way round the turn, and no problems whatsoever for Roger. Driver number 20 in a class of his own on the back straight. 291 gets hooked up with other machines. Number 20 goes by, and we've done 12 laps, Mr. Starter. 12 laps are gone. So then, number 20, 114 is in second place. We take a glance around the course. The Championship of the World race, a great deal of prestige at stake. Wearing the gold roof on each and every banger he races for the next 12 months could be Roger Wilkinson. Number 20 is the leader. 114 is second. 353 is now into third spot. 41 is in fourth. Fifth is number 8. Sixth is 157. Those are the first 6 places. We're past the halfway stage, and Roger Wilkinson is still holding his own and certainly on his way to victory. Number 20, Roger Wilkinson. The Jaguar Bangers battle their way through the turn. 305, Dean Wood is involved. 305 then reverses out of the problem. 353 goes in extremely hard. Tonka, Roger Wilkinson goes on his way. There is number 20. 114, Mickey Davies in the all-green A60 style car. We saw a lot of those last evening, didn't we? 114, Mick Davies is second. Third spot, number 41, William Scoyles, in one of the prettiest Jaguars you've ever seen come out of East Anglia. Number 41 comes round to collect third place at the moment. This is lap number 17 getting underway. Well, there's certainly plenty of problems all around the course. 353 flattens the tyre. Problems for him. 157 and 457's Granada goes spinning around. Our Ipswich photographer takes a run as well. And Roger Wilkinson begins lap number 18. And the championship race has gone just a little quiet at the moment, which is most unusual. 20 then, Roger Wilkinson. What a popular man he will be if he can win this one. Roger removes 629, Graham Rouse on the back straight as he slides his Jaguar Banger round the turns. Car number 20, Roger Wilkinson, there he goes. Number 20. Lap number 19 begins, Mr. Starter. Lap 19 for Roger Wilkinson. Aldershot, Speedworth International's favourite. Number 20, not putting a foot wrong whatsoever, powering that Jaguar car of his around the turns, and Roger Wilkinson goes by, and there are in actual fact 19 laps now gone. There are 5 laps to run, Mr. Starter. Driver number 20 goes on to the far side. Roger Wilkinson, 114 is second. So this is our leader. Will this be the Gold Roof champion of the world? Driver number 20 has 5 laps to run. Rog Wilkinson's car begins to steam and boil, and he's losing a lot of steam to atmosphere at the moment. He goes on to the far side. Car number 20. Will the car keep running for him? 174, the Ringwood lad goes around down here. Stephen Smith, but he'll come back in, no doubt. So then, driver number 20, Rog Wilkinson's Jaguar Banger, is certainly getting warm under the front end. 114, Mick Davies sitting pretty in second place, at least half a lap back. And Roger's Jaguar is still powering his way on. Down the back straight, William Scoyles is involved. I think it's 629 goes in with him. But at this moment then, number 20, Rog Wilkinson, has 3 laps left to run. Can Roger complete the distance in this Jaguar Banger? He's been preparing the car for some considerable time, and it could well have paid off for him. Driver number 20, Rog Wilkinson, makes his way around the turn. 114 is the second man. 122 is in third place. 122 in third. Fourth is Wisbeach, 33, and fifth is 305. So we make our way onto the far side of the course, and there's certainly a lot of brave men taking part in this championship race. 33, Simon Reed, just ahead of number 20, Rog Wilkinson. They battle on. 20 is all clear as he goes on to his very, very last lap of racing. Let's concentrate on number 20, Rog Wilkinson. The stadium will erupt with excitement as driver number 20 drives onto the very last turn for the 25th time, making the run for the flag. It's Speedworth International's very own Aldershot man, driver number 20, Roger Wilkinson. There is Roger, punching the air with delight, and what a great drive from Roger Wilkinson. Driver number 353 has a problem or two, but that's his worry, not mine. We'll carry on. We look for second man. So far to come in, 114, Mick Davies, and that'll be a popular lad for the Mitcham area. 114, Mick Davies, second in the world. Third is 122, Trevor Newland. And coming through, we must ask you, Mr. Starter, to keep the cars coming. Driver number 33 records fourth place. That's Simon Reed. And those cars, of course, are a long, long way back at this moment. Well, what a magnificent race in the championship of the world as the cars come through to complete the distance. And as they now come in, we'll ask you, Mr. Starter, to show the red flag to end the championship of the world race. Red flag, Mr. Starter, please.
As part of Help the Children 1987, Speedworth International and County Sound Radio present Banger Racing at Aldershot Stadium on Saturday the 21st of November at 7 o'clock. You can see the County Sound Radio presenters team in action once again with Brewster Mouse defending his title. There's oval and figure of 8 banger racing all night, with all proceeds going to help the children in Surrey and Hampshire. Racing starts at 7 o'clock, and it's just £3.50 for adults and £1.50 for children and senior citizens.
Gentlemen, here on the podium at the Wimbledon Stadium, we're very proud to bring you the lovely lady wife of Mr. John Attenborough from Wimpey Home, and of course their beautiful daughter, Mrs. Schofield. These two ladies come forward to present the trophies on what I'm sure they'll agree was a grand race for the Championship of the World, and a lot of effort and a lot of painstaking work went into preparing those cars. To all the drivers that took part, we congratulate those. To Roger Wilkinson, of course, it'll be congratulations all night. But nevertheless, we always run our trophies in reverse order, and we give you the fourth place to the young man from the Wisbeach Stadium, from Wisbeach in East Anglia, number 33. Simon Reed comes forward to take fourth place in the Championship of the World. Simon Reed, ladies and gentlemen, in the fourth position. So there is Simon, taking a well-earned place, I'm sure. And on with the trophy presentation here from our party on the centre. 122 from Speedworth International takes the third place. 1-2-2, Trevor Newland. Most certainly a very popular man here at Wimbledon, 1-2-2. Finishing in second place from Mitcham in London, we give you 1-1-4, affectionately known as the Incredible Hulk, and here he is then, 1-1-4, Mick Davies, well pleased, and what a magnificent drive, 1-1-4, Mick Davies in second place, which certainly can't be bad. There is Mrs. Schofield presenting the garlands as well, and certainly bedecking the second man. So, Mickey Davies, the runner-up in the championship of the world race, and winning on the day. And I'd just like to add, ladies and gentlemen, this driver, as I said, some 2 months ago suffered a horrific road accident in the Watford area. He was knocked by a heavy goods vehicle about 30 feet in the air. He suffered a broken arm and many, many injuries to his face, and it looked odds on, although Roger would not race again in 1987. But they put him together again like they did with Humpty Dumpty, and Roger Wilkinson bounced back, and here he is, winning the championship. And ladies and gentlemen, there is Roger, there is the winner's garland and the trophy, and an absolutely incredible win for driver number 20. I'm absolutely certain that Roger cannot believe his luck, but there he is, winning the day, something that was always an ambition. There is the little boy, that's Roger's young lad, being very, very proud of his dad. We'll ask our two lovely ladies to join in to add to the picture and the photograph. If you will, ladies, please, on behalf of Wimpey Home here at Wimbledon Stadium. And it's Roger Wilkinson. So then, Roger, hold your trophy high. And the championship of the world comes home to Roger.
I don't believe it yet.
You don't believe it? That's your own words. It's not been an easy year, Roger, has it?
No, not at all, but I finally got it.
Who do you put all this down to? Who has assisted you mainly?
Oh, Steve and Clive and my brother Brian, and it's a terrific lot.
It certainly is. Roger Wilkinson, it'll give me great pleasure in the oncoming 12 months to mention you as the champion of the world each and every meeting that you race your Speedworth Banger at. May I congratulate you on behalf of everyone in the stadium, from Speedworth International, from all promoters, a magnificent win. Ladies and gentlemen, Roger Wilkinson, driver number 20. And there he is. And there's many of Roger's young fans. And there's his young boy. That's his little daughter, of course, down here, saying, well done, Dad. That's him then, Roger Wilkinson, along with his other young members. And there we go. And that'll be the photographs that'll be showing in all short-circuit publications for many months to come. Roger Wilkinson, driver 20, plus Mrs. John Attenborough and Mrs. Schofield, who we thank in the presentation party for presenting the trophies on behalf of Wimpey Home. Thank you, ladies. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen, the lap of honour. We might even give them 2 laps, because I'm sure you've a lot to shout about here this evening. Roger Wilkinson, the 1987 world champion, and of course, his runners-up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on the home straight in front of us here on the Speedworth International Control Car, we give you the first 4. They've done 1 tour of the raceway. Let's take them round for another lap of honour. Plenty of noise. Let's hear it all again. Ladies and gentlemen, applause. Let's hear the fanfares. Roger Wilkinson, the declared 1987 world champion.
Right with us then, the man who came 4th, and very proud of him we are in East Anglia as well, 33 Simon Reed. How do you feel about that?
Quite pleased, yeah. Quite pleased myself.
How did you see the race?
Well, I was a bit, on the first couple of 3 laps I went out, and very slippery though, and I managed to tip quite a lot of other cars off as I was going in, so there's no way I was going to catch Roger. He was flying, wasn't he?
He was. Did you think perhaps you'd lost it in the early stages when you went out?
Well, I thought I did to start off, but then I carried on going as, as quick as I could and taking as many air as I could to try and, put them down 2 places. And it weren't until the last sort of 4 or 5 laps I realised I was back up with them, so I just sort of kept going from there.
Saw you take Willie Scoils out.
Did I?
You did.
I can't remember that, mate.
But still, you must be well pleased.
Yeah, well, he's every man for himself, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah.
Anyway, how many years have you been doing this now?
I don't know. 8, 9 years.
World champion next year?
Like today.
But for the time being, you're well pleased with tonight.
Well, I'm well pleased tonight, yeah.
Well done. Great race. Well done, Simon. The fourth man home, Simon Reed. Right, with us now the man who came third, one of the legendary Southerners and the reigning English champion. But does this go down better, or would you rather be the English champion?
Oh, it's getting better. It's getting better. Third place this year. Hope we got another one next year. You never know.
Yeah.
Coming back up.
I mean, you had a very bad draw tonight.
Yeah, one of the worst. I'd rather be right at the front, but I didn't want to be in the middle, so the back was better.
Yeah.
But right at the back, couldn't get much worse.
When did you think you were in with any sort of a chance of a place in that one?
When Mick came flying past me, and I followed on the back of him, and I thought if I could stick with him, you never know what might happen.
He was a bit of a surprise.
I don't know, he's a good, consistent driver. I wouldn't say surprised.
And what about Wilco?
Well, he deserves it, doesn't he? Been doing it so many years, he deserves it.
But for tonight, you're well pleased with this?
Oh, yeah, more than pleased.
One better next year, and perhaps one better than that the year after?
Yeah, if I can qualify, yeah, I'll be back.
The English champion, Trevor Newland, and a good third place in the world final. Well done, Trev. We're up in this year's World Championship, better known as the Hulk, Mick Davis. Mick, you didn't have a great draw, and you wouldn't have been everybody's tip, even for second, but you surprised them.
Oh, yeah, I was surprised myself. I was even crying on the last lap and all when I come over the line.
Yeah?
The only thing I was worried about is the parked cars, like, you know.
Yeah.
And the only thing I was worried about is them diving out towards me, like, you know. That's the thing you got to worry about.
But you must be well pleased.
I'm well pleased. I am well pleased, definitely.
Did it ever come into your mind that you could get second?
I was quite honestly, I was a bit dubious about it in the first place in the race. I was worried about, like, somebody waiting for me.
Yeah.
Because there's quite a few people down the stadium like the Hulk, like, you know.
Yeah, well, it's
And
about to do it.
that was the only thing I was worried about, like, because they were envy about it, like, you know. But I was well pleased with what I've got now.
How long have you been racing?
I think it's about 9 years now.
And nothing like this before?
No. Definitely.
Anyway, a great race. Certainly an outsider, but you drove very, very well. Must be a picture on the front page of the cover.
Thanks a lot. Yeah,
well done. Mick the Hulk Davis.
Cheers.
Are you going to give us a bow? Give us a bow? Go on then. So this then is the trophy, the Banger Championship of the World trophy. It's a very, very impressive one, but what it means is perhaps more important, especially to this man, the new 1987 champion, Roger Wilco. Many congratulations, Rog. Means a hell of a lot to you, doesn't it?
Oh, it sure does. I still haven't, it hasn't sunk in yet that I've won it, but, terrific.
You must have been worried once or twice, especially when you went out.
Yeah, well, I got taken out once, and I was more worried. I looked up at the board and there was 7 laps to go.
Yeah.
And it cut out. And I thought, no, and it was seizing slowly, so I just had to keep it down. That's why I sort of slowed down a bit. I was just trying to preserve the engine. It made it. I crossed the line, it seized up half a lap from it.
It was boiling up a bit as well.
Yeah, it was red hot. 14 to go, it was red hot. So I don't know what's wrong there. But actually, it was going all right. She'd done the job.
Yeah. You didn't have a wonderful draw right there at the back, but I suppose you'd rather be there than at the front.
No, I was glad I got there. That was, right where I wanted to be. I didn't want to be at the front. I preferred to be at the back.
Did you, any time during the race, begin to wonder if it was all going to stay together and so on?
I kept saying there's only so. I kept looking at the board, and when there was 5 to go, I kept saying, oh, there's only 5 laps from the flag, you know. Or panicking. But it held together, only just, but it held together.
You know you had Dean with you for most of the last 2 laps?
Yeah, I knew he was behind me. It's funny because my own car was behind me, wasn't it? So no, it's all right. I've got it. That's what counts.
Well, you worked hard for it for many, many years, and I don't suppose it's sunk in yet.
No, not yet, but it will do. I'll get up the bar with the others now.
Yeah. Well, drinks on Roger then tonight for the first time in living memory. But anyway, he certainly deserves it. The 1987 Banger Champion of the World, and I think I speak for many, many Banger supporters when I say certainly one of the best. Well done, mate.
Thanks a lot.
Well done.
number 6. The Pioneer Building Supplies meeting race gets underway. And already we have some sort of problem down here on the turn. There are cars, there are bangers, and there's all sorts of action. Driver number 20, Roger Wilkinson, the world champion, is in the undistinguished place of being on the grass, but he comes back. Sign double 3 goes on his way, and it's anybody's guess. A lap scorer's nightmare as the bangers race on. Cars in all kinds of positions. Johnny on the home straight, 194 in his first race tonight. Doesn't do his Renault machine a great deal of good. So then, 0-1. Battles on, up and over the barrel he goes, a barrel of laughs, from our side anyway. So then, the Banger boys really racing around, absolutely perfect. Here they go. Lap number 3, 711. Kevin Welch is the leader. 711. Driver number 2, Jeff Robertson, comes to grief. A big laddie in the 175 car, I think it is. Jumps well clear of the car. 48 comes to grief. The other lad in 01 climbs out of the machine, and on go the bangers. Number 20, Roger Wilkinson, battling on. 305 plows into him, and around the turn they go. There's an almighty collision down at the far right end of the stadium. 51, James Messam, goes missing. 711 still there and doing a lot of damage at the same time. So 711, Kevin Welch, the race leader. 128, the West Country's Kevin Stack was in second place on the previous lap. We'll check down the lap sheet, so as we give you 711, that's our leader. Number 20, Roger Wilkinson, making good progress. There goes Kevin Stack in 128. Third position, 157. Down here, then, we have a problem for 305 and car number 90. That's how the cookie crumbles. That's Banger Racing. So, 125, Dickie Dawkins, abandoned ship on the turn. Down here on the home straight, just past our starting marshal, the Continental 27 car of Jeff Van Donk has problems. Number 27 goes missing. Throws his hands in dismay. Driver number 8, Rod Lynette. Can we check on the silencer on that car, Mr. Starter? His car goes onto the far side. You may require a black flag, and in actual fact, I think you do. Car number 8, the Jaguar. Number 8, then, goes onto the far side. So, Rod Lynette disqualified from the event as he goes on. Driver number 8, racing without a silencer on the car. It may have come off during the race, but we cannot afford to let him continue. So it's 711. 711. And driver number 8 shown the black flag for the second time. Car number 933, in actual fact, goes through as well with the same sort of problem. And around the raceway we go. 711 goes missing on the back straight. 711 goes. The leader goes by. There are 9 laps gone, Mr. Starter. There are 5 laps to run. Number 14 puts one laddie into the fence in a big way. 128, Kevin Stack is your leader. There's number 8. And we look now as we glance around the course. 128, Kevin Stack. There he is with 5 to do. We'll catch him next time with 4. 20, Roger Wilkinson racing through into second spot. So it's 20 chasing 128. 33, Simon Reed. Was a Jaguar, wasn't it, earlier on? Goes on his way in 33. So one or two of the lads not got a lot to offer. Has number 20, the skill and the speed. I'm sure he has to remove the West Country boy. 128, Kevin Stack. Round the turn we go. 128 from Columpton in Devon is leading the race. The world champion is on his inside, and the world champion is past him. Car number 20, Rog Wilkinson then. Here he comes around the turn, down the home straight. 20 has 3 laps remaining. 128. Kevin Stack is in second spot. 20, 128, 122 in third position. So car number 128 is in second place. And this is the world champion, driver number 20. There goes Rod, getting a side swipe from 51, Jimmy Messam, but 20 is well away now. 128, Kevin Stack in second place. The third position, 122, as driver number 51, James Messam, gets a big knock from 33. Well, the big bang happened a year ago, and it's just had another one here tonight. So then, number 20, Rog Wilkinson, 1 lap remains for the world champion. Car number 229 gets taken out. That's true banger champion style. Ringwood's 174 is sandwiched on the home straight, but he's a tough lad, the Wimborne boy, and he goes on his way. So on the back straight with a steaming Jaguar, and no doubt a steaming world champion. Around the turn we come, and it's driver number 20, Rog Wilkinson, coming through for victory, and a great first win to him since winning the world. Driver number 20, Roger Wilkinson. 122 takes second. Kevin Stack comes through in the Triumph to third, and the rest come round. So, Mr. Starter, we can ask you please to show the red flag, the red lights shine, and that's the end of race number 6. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it gave me great pleasure some 60 minutes ago to give you the new world champion, and here he is already with a gold roof on the car and already in winning form. Ladies and gentlemen, the world champion wins a trophy from Pioneer Building Supplies here at Wimbledon. Roger Wilkinson, driver number 20, powers the Jaguar to victory. Well done to Rog, and away he goes. That's him. There we see then the Bangers get away, the Destruction Derby, and James Messam, well, someone's made a mess of him, and he gets quite a knock, doesn't he? Sorry about that, Raymond, but it had to come out one day. Meanwhile then, 322. Mr. Silly goes hard in, the boy from Norwich. They're in Norfolk. 322. Number 51 goes back to Shoreham with a damaged machine, and he jumps well clear. Well, as I told you, it's a fight to the finish. 353, Billy Aldred goes off course. Almost takes young Chris Berry, our photographer, with him. And already we're losing drivers. Number 2, Jeff Roberts goes missing. He's finished. 267, setting about. Car number 48, Roger Deere. 702 goes spinning round. 305, Dean Wood takes him. Now then, do we have any supporters of Dean Wood in 305? My goodness me, we are prepared for a red flag. We have a problem. 702 takes a nasty knock. Mick Dawson it is. 322 hit him hard. So then, the fire hopefully extinguished down there. We keep our eyes on the situation. 263 267 goes round. There's more problems. There's a lot of smoke and steam. So then we keep our eyes on the situation. We can only assume that 702 is clear of the car. 267, Sean Lydiard, full steam. We have an overturn on the home straight from 114, and that's Mick Davies. 114, we got a good view of him. So Mickey Davies unbelts, and here he comes. Mick Davies about to jump clear from the upturned car. There he is. He says, well done, my girl. I'm safe. Just look at 267 on the back straight. Full steam ahead. More steam. 267. Here he comes in, round the turn in 267. Where does he keep all that water, I wonder? Must be in his wellies. So then, 267. 48, Roger Deere, and 305. There are two trophies at stake. So then our starting marshal says, back the other way, old chap. 305, which way is he going? Number 48 could become the culprit. 305, then almost blocks the passage on the back straight. 305, Dean Wood in reverse. Raymond Wood's hand signals aren't quite doing what we expect. But never mind. 48 attacks 305. 267, Sean Lydiard then. Seems to be avoiding all the action. I've never seen a Rover with so much water on board. Can't steam forever, can it? 267 then. Hits the rear end of 305. And that's a big one. 305's car is in a total mess. And that car is not going to run from there, is it? So then, 305. The end must be nigh. Driver number 48 sets about 267, Sean Lydiard. And all the action takes place on the back straight. 251, Roger Harbour helps them out. 3 cars left running. Now then, do we have any supporters of 267, Sean Lydiard? So then, 251, Roger Harbour, the boy from Tooting. Now's about 48, is he mobile again? What's going to happen now then? 251, Roger Harbour, sets about 267. Driver number 48, Roger Deere, jumps out of his car. So then, it's a 2-horse race. 2 trophies at stake, 251, 267. So on the far side of the course, Deanwood's car is in a terrible state. 267 runs round the flatbed. Come on, old chap, back on the course. 267 versus 251. And it's 251. Roger Harbour. We prepare for the final flag of the day. 267, Sean Lydiard. We would ask that young lad not to go onto the course while the event is still on. What an idiot. My goodness. This is a motor racing circuit. Well, there we are then. What's going to happen next? 267, Sean Lydiard. We give you a few seconds, but easy moving. 251 attacks the rear axle end. And 251 is declared the winner. 251, Roger Harbour wins the Destruction Derby. 267, Sean Lydiard takes the runners-up trophy, and there are just those 2. So there we go then. 251, Roger Harbour. 267, Sean Lydiard. The Destruction Derby, of course, denotes the end of today's superb meeting from the Bangers and from the Formula One stock. One more, though, just let's stand back and applaud 251, Roger Harbour. Car parks and surrounding roads are very, very jam-packed and busy, so do be patient. Leave the stadium nice and safely, and hopefully we'll see you again before too long. Meanwhile, then, the final trophy presentation of the day to be made to 251, Roger Harbour, and to 267, Sean Lydiard. They are the winner and the runner-up of tonight's Destruction Derby. Well, there is Sean Lydiard taking his runners-up trophy in 267, plus a big kiss for Sheila and Julie. There we go, the winner of the day, 251 Roger Harbour. There we go then, the lap of honour, no more time to spare because everyone is rushing away. Here we go then, the lap of honour for the Bangers.